All week, all I heard from the Dallas Mavericks and Mark Cuban and Luca is, I can't believe we have these play-in games this year. They're such an unbelievable team. They're so good that they're in seventh right now. So what are they worried about? They're worried about who the 10 seed is going to be. Because right now, the 10 seed is between the Warriors and the Pelicans, and they don't want to play either of those teams. So the question becomes, what are they complaining about? What's the big deal? If it gets fans excited, obviously it's a good thing for their game. What's the big deal with the play-in games?
Yeah, well, I'm sure that they're petrified of the Pelicans, and that's the main reason that they don't like it. I mean, I personally like it as a fan. I think it causes it makes the end of the season a little more fun, a little more entertaining between those 7 to 10 teams, especially in the West where it's so close. It's within a game. You have the Grizzlies, the Warriors, the Spurs, the Pelicans. They're all really within a game or two of each other. And kind of similar in the East, it's not as close because they're just so below 500. But you got the Bulls, you got the Raptors in 11th. And so there's a lot of teams hanging around. I like it, but I guess as a team that's sitting at number 7 right now, you might be scared that you have to go up against Steph Curry in the first round. I think the Mavericks shouldn't be scared because I think that they're better than any team that they're going to have to face in the play-in round. But, they just love to complain about any change that comes to the NBA. I forget what the exact change that they were complaining about last year or at the start of the season was, but it seems like they're a bit of a group of whiners over in Dallas.
Yeah, they're whining for sure. Look, in the end, if you'd have asked me 4 years ago, should we have these play-in games, or is eight teams in each conference enough to make the playoffs? And I would have definitely said, stick with the 8 teams. That's good enough. It's more than half of the teams in the NBA getting the playoffs already. So, but the play-in games last year were really good. I'm excited about it this year as a team, as both of our teams are in 11th place. So we actually have something to play for late in the season. We can sneak into 10th, and then you never know what happens from there. Mm-hmm. It gets young teams like the Pelicans an experience, a playoff experience that they'll have to build on from year to year. So I'm excited about it. Dallas just wants to whine, and, nothing new on that end. So
yeah, and I think it prevents tanking to a certain extent. Like if you're in 10th place and you're not exact, or if you're in 11th place, 10th place, and you're not that close, you might just consider tanking for a top 5 pick. But even like you said, our teams right now are both like 10 games under 500, and yet they're like a game or two out of the playoffs, which might sound weird at first, but also it just gives you something to play for, and you shouldn't be worried. You should be confident that you're the better team and that it doesn't matter and that you'll just beat them anyway. I mean, almost every other sport has like that wild card round. You have it in football, you have it in baseball. So I think that this is an interesting way to kind of do that. I mean, last year, I think it was great with Portland and Memphis. It was a very entertaining 2 games to watch.
I like how you lumped both of our teams, which are both in 11th, and you said they're about 10 games under 500. Okay, the Pelicans are 25 and 29, and they have the Knicks tonight. So let's just call that a win. 26 and 29. They're only 3 games under, and the Raptors are 13 games under 500. Okay, however, they're only 2 games back at 10.
Yeah, on average, they're about 10 games.
Yeah, that's what I know. I know you did that math.
Yeah, that was some quick math.
Thanks for watching this Lost Tribe video. The full show of Pass the Rock airs every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. Be sure to like and share the video and comment below with some things that we need to talk about next week. We're always open to new conversation. We are Lost Tribe.